So you're here for a reason, so let's get into that. Um, why I don't care to date, really talk to anybody, or really go out in 2025. Today is what is it? April 10th, 2025, and the reason why I just don't go out anymore is because I don't know if things have just changed so much that I haven't adapted to the dating scene or expectations or age, but it just seems as if it was a lot easier years ago. Um, maybe it was, growing up. I mean, let's start as a child. I mean, or let's start as a teenager actually. You meet all these people, you have access to all these people, you're dumped in a pool of a bunch of people that you have classes with, that you interact with, and that you talk to. And as you know, getting older, that pool dries, and there's people that you're no longer around, that you no longer see. And as I'm getting older, technology has become such a thing to where it's as if like that has taken over. And if you're not on some type of dating app at this age, then it just doesn't work. Like, did we all forget how to talk to people at some point? I don't know. But growing up from a teenager to a young adult, um, as you know, I'm 32. So I feel like I was kind of in the middle of where technology took off to where it was a lot of interactions with people and then technology, and now it's 100% technology. Like, it's weird. Maybe it's just me, but it's like I have this weird thought in my head that approaching somebody in like 2025 is like, I don't want to say acceptable, not acceptable, but it's not acceptable because it's like it's almost as if like that's the norm. And I don't think that I will ever adapt to the norm. Like, I don't know how I feel getting on an app and playing matchmaker and having an algorithm tell me like who I might be interested in. Like, I don't know, that's weird. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my age. Maybe somebody a little older can tell you, maybe somebody a little younger can also tell me. I don't know, but it's just weird. And uh just the approach of things. I know I'm kind of a shy guy, so I I have a hard time approaching people, a lot of times my relationships with people have been from me having some type of connection to their life, a friend, a family, somebody that, unfortunately they say don't date your coworkers, but somebody that I've worked with, but it's weird because when I'm out at the store, I know you can probably say have more confidence. Yes, that's very true. But when I'm at a store and I see somebody grocery shopping, like, I know how I am. And when I'm grocery shopping, like, I don't know, the last thing I want is somebody to like approach me and like ask me on a date, like, because you don't know this person, you don't know anything about them. Like, in a sense, they're a stranger. Obviously, if you have like a local that you go to at a grocery store and you get to know them, sure. But it's always weird that it's like it's almost kind of like a respect thing. Like, it would be so odd if I went up to somebody, hey, I think you're pretty, I think you're cute, blah blah blah. I give the whole spiel, and they tell me that they have a boyfriend, they're married, they have a family, they have kids. It's like, oh, okay. And obviously, the older you get, things like that are they happen. Sure, you can have a family, kids at a young age, but the older that I'm getting, that I'm noticing, there's a pool of certain things that just isn't there anymore, and you have to compromise for certain things, and a lot of things are spoken for, and now we're at a point to where everything that's spoken for is out in the open and out living their life, but everything that's not, me including myself, we're on the internet and we're on apps looking and hoping that an algorithm can put us together. And I don't know how I feel about that. um so it's just one of those things to where like I think I have it in my head that it should come natural, and I don't know if the dating app is natural. I've never used a dating app, and I've thought about using one just to kind of see where it's at. I have friends that use dating apps, and they've told me great stories, they've told me horror stories. So now I sit at a point of, well, do I jump on one too? What if it works? What if it doesn't? What if I go on all these dates with people that, that I'm sure obviously you have a say in, if you're going to go on a date with somebody, you don't have to accept a date, I'm assuming. But Now you're going on all these dates with people that you may or may not be into, um, and it just feels like the right way in my head. In my head, I'm saying in my head because my opinion is not the all tell. In the right way, it just feels like things like that should just come naturally. Now, with that comes very busy. I'm a very busy person. My job, I'm at my job a lot, and it's a job to where like in my position, I have to understand that I have to have a healthy work balance and a healthy work or love life. And I don't think I can have the two, you know. I am on call on my work all the time. And a relationship is a full time job as well. A sense from just me going through life and everything that comes with life, you know, with bills and uh, everything that, you know, hobbies and everything. For me, I would have to have someone who is very similar to where I'm at and kind of want the same things that, you know, I want in life. And I haven't found that, you know. I'm not saying that I want it. I'm not saying that I'm not looking, but when it comes to where I'm at in my position in life, um, I don't know if I can give what somebody may be looking for. So that's kind of a little frustrating. And I don't have time to just go out and just talk to people unless it's like a casual thing where I'm just at the store and then maybe I see somebody cute that I like. But, you know, I'm no longer in that pool of all of these people, you know. And that's fine. That's okay, you know. But it's like, you know, you meet somebody at the mall. Well, I really don't go to the mall because why? I can order everything online. There's Amazon and there's Target. Like, okay, I do go to Target in person though. Okay, so I will say that. But you know, so unless I'm at work or going grocery shopping, I'm just not out. I'm a homebody, so that kind of adds to it a little bit, which is kind of also funny because it's like, you know, well, you can easily say, well, Steven, you know, you can go out and you can meet people. Yeah, I could, but I probably won't. And I don't know, I'm just stuck. Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe after I end this video, go make a dating app or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll find my love on YouTube. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't know. Like, so that's why I don't date. I haven't dated. I'm not saying that you shouldn't date and, you know, do what you do, apps or not. But for me personally, it's just why I haven't dated. Also, I know that my expectations for what I would want in a relationship, and that's another thing that I just haven't found. You know, there's so many things that go into a relationship from, you know, if you're attracted to the person, if you bond with the person, if you just have the same life goals. And I'm in a weird spot right now to where when your only worry was getting a job, it was easy to do other things. But then you have to get a job, and you have to get a job that pays well, and then you have to move up in that job so that you can buy a car, buy a home, and all these things that like you have to, and it sucks that you have to gain. You know, growing up, you know, an apartment, a house, whatever you want, clothing, food, all that stuff. There comes a different expectation, and it gets a little higher to where I am saying that I just can't date anyone. So that's why I'm not dating. That's why I haven't dated. I've had a few relationships that were okay, a few that were a little rocky. Some checked off some of the things that I wanted in a relationship. Some didn't. Some I compromised for, and I said, "Hey, these are 10 things I'm looking for. You have seven. Let's date." I've also said on the other side, "Hey, here's 10 things that I like. Uh, you have two. Let's date." And it's usually because of the you know exactly what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. Maybe it's a me thing. Um, maybe it is a confidence thing. Is this where we come full circle and realize that it's not that big of a deal? Am I don't know. I have to. Maybe I'll get the confidence. Maybe I'll get a confidence to jump on because you know I do kind of miss going on dates. I do kind of like miss having that person to do stuff with. It's been so long at this point that it's like, oh god, I just thought about a funny joke where it's like, it's been so long I forgot what the woman touch feels like. No, it hasn't been that long, but it has. So, anyways, I kind of miss going out on dates. I kind of miss, having somebody to do stuff with. So that's another thing. Some of the things that I'm into, I'm in like a weird range of things, like gardening and like anime stuff, and like I like outdoorsy stuff. And then at the same time, like I'm a homebody and I want to watch movies and I want to like cuddle and lay in the bed. So like there's these things that I'm just like I want to do, but I don't think others want to do. So then I'm like, well, so that's why I don't date right now. Who knows? Like I said, maybe that'll change. Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe it's something that I need to work on. Maybe I need to be, uh, somebody who has the confidence to approach somebody. But uh, I don't know if I have it right now. So, but yeah, that's the video, um, on why I don't date, why I haven't dated, why it's been a while since I've dated. Um, Yeah. If you are in the same boat as me, or if you have any, input on, the age gap between your teens to your young adults, I would love to know. I would love to hear your opinion about it. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. I posting a video every single day of my life. Hopefully, I get a routine to where the videos can start looking like this and a little bit more effort put into them. So, if you like this video, thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow on. Well, you have to be here tomorrow, so bye. Catch you later.